The Red Dirt D&D podcast is brought to you by Pro Laser Cuts. The Oklahoma company provides pre-made and customizable design laser cut dice towers, tokens, and more, developed by a gamer for gamers, and now available to enhance your tabletop game. Pro Laser Cuts products can be found at many Oklahoma City area game stores, local events, and now available online at prolasercuts.com. That's laser and cuts with a Z, Pro Laser Cuts. And by SD Way Gaming, where dice goblins unite. Our friends at SD Way Gaming celebrate the beautiful dice players handpick for their games and splendor. SD Way Gaming has expanded to include many tabletop gaming varieties, accessories, and similar fun necessities to include a service for your dice addiction. You can shop for a variety of products at sdwaygaming.com or find SD Way Gaming on Facebook. Welcome to Red Dirt D&D. I'm Michael Cross, and I play Blackjack, a jackalope folk warlock.
My name's Connor Shenold. I play Jaska, a coyote ranger.
I'm Johnny Payne, and I play Twitch, a rat folk wizard.
I'm Brooke Bullock, playing Zionsi, a spiderkin cleric.
I'm Kiri Hester, and I play Billy, a balsam fighter. And I'm also your dungeon master. Join us for Tales from the Wilds. As you enter the mess hall, the scent of bread and stew hits your nose. The walls are adorned with tapestries depicting scenes of fantastical creatures frolicking in the Glimmerwood forest, and magical lanterns shaped like fireflies dangle from the ceilings, their crystal wings catching errant rays of sunlight and sending small rainbows across the room. At one end of the room, you see several long tables all lined up, but only half filled with food, buffet style. There's a hearty-looking stew in a magically warmed cauldron at one end of the table, and next to it is a pile of fresh bread still steaming from the oven. Next to the fresh bread is something you've never seen before. A new kind of bread, flat and round, but covered in cheese and some kind of cooked meat. Farther down the table, there are fresh greens, a fruit salad that seems to subtly shift colors if you look at it for too long, and a plate of chocolate cupcakes. Despite the cheerful atmosphere, there's a noticeable hush in the hall. The long tables, adorned with vibrant tablecloths, are sparsely populated, creating this feeling of emptiness you wouldn't expect in a place as happy as this. A few Fey children sit scattered throughout, engrossed in whispered conversations. And as you take in this scene, Fizzlepop rushes over to you, clipboard in hand, and he reaches back into his hair to get that stylus once again. Ahoy there, counselors! Welcome to the heart of Glimmerwood magic, our mess hall. It's not just about the food, mind you, it's a place where friendships are forged, ideas are shared, and of course, where our fantastical feast awaits. Grab a plate, find your camper, and let the magic of camaraderie unfold. And he hands each of you a small note with your camper's schedule on it. Now, these schedules are a roadmap to the wonders of Glimmerwood. But remember, here at Camp Glimmerwood, we encourage the Fae to find their own path. So the campers have mostly picked their own afternoon activities. As he hands each of you the note, he has comments. Twitch, you and Kinsley are working on the Arts and Decorations Committee for Parents' Day. You're in for a world of glitter and creativity.
I've always thought that Twitch needs more glitter in his life.
Yeah.
Billy, the library awaits. You and Eugene are diving into the magical world of books. I believe Eugene will appreciate your help reorganizing.
Oh dear.
Zionsi, Elion likes to use the afternoon to go into the forest and gather mushrooms for the kitchen and the infirmary, so you guys are taking a hike.
Yay.
Chelsea,
Yeah.
Chelsea, don't web him.
But it's fine.
It's very important that you treat the campers well and you don't hurt them in any way.
Okay.
Emotionally or physically, Zionsi.
Jaska, you know me so well.
Blackjack, Brock generally spends the early afternoon at the gym, so it's time to get your swole on.
Zionsi,
Yeah.
Brock, you can web.
Okay.
It's very important, once again, that we don't harm the campers in any way.
What about struggling? Like learning happens in the struggle.
This glitter's starting to look better and better in the gym.
Jaska, I think Callista has some meditation and contemplation planned in the night clearing this afternoon. Maybe you'll feel the harmony of the universe. And after he hands you all your notes, he skips off to go check in with some campers.
Yeah, wait, anybody wonder how many campers there are at this place?
I was wondering a lot of things, but...
You can do a perception,
Okay.
because they're all at lunch right now.
Oh, they're all here.
Oh, I just thought with the emptiness of the mess hall. 17.
So you look around the room, and you're doing just like a quick overview. It's about 50 kids and teens in here.
How many counselors?
You don't see any in the room right now. Everybody give me a perception check, and we'll see if you can't find your camper.
Can I give myself guidance to try
Sure.
and find my camp?
13.
Zianzi rolled a 6.
22.
I'm sorry, what are we rolling?
Perception to see if you can find Kinsley.
Oh, I can find her. I walk around looking for the brightest, most bubbliest. She will have her sash on and be wearing each one of the badges that she has earned with pride. And she's telling whoever will listen her exploits and how she's going to get her last badge.
Okay.
I'm looking for that person.
Okay, we'll start with you, I guess. You spot Kinsley seated at a table with a few other girls. They all have on violently purple button-up short-sleeve shirts, short pants, and berets with bright yellow sashes covered in patches and buttons from the right shoulder to the left hip. Her bright green eyes find you, and you can see the spark of promised curiosity at work. She laughs, and the other Pixie Scouts join her. She has her curly dark hair tucked into 2 braids under her beret, and she casts a nervous glance up at the firefly decorations as they are stirred by the wind.
Willow Blossom.
Yeah.
I assume I need no introduction.
I mean, I heard that the other counselors left, so I assume maybe you're my new counselor since you're, dressed like a counselor.
That's correct. I am dressed this way, yep.
How are your paper mache skills?
Shockingly, they're not bad. I used to make bandages. I had a hobby where yes, I'm familiar with paper mache.
Excellent, because we are on Arts and Deck for Parents' Day. And the other
are.
Pixie Scouts all kind of cheer a little bit. They're like, yeah, excited.
Do you have a plan already for what the decorations are going to be?
We've got a lot of purple and yellow going on. It's kind of our thing. We're really excited about it. We did a lot of them. All of our decorations are currently in the art barn. We're gonna finish eating and then we're gonna go out to the art barn and finish those up for Parents' Day, which is in 2 days.
So then yes, you have an idea of what you want to do.
Yeah,
Okay.
Pixie Scouts always are prepared.
Yep. Oh, you know what would be fun? You like fun, right? Yes. So let's make it a surprise for not only the parents, but also your fellow campers and the other counselors. And one good way to keep it surprise is to keep it quiet.
I don't know what you mean.
It's a surprise for everyone.
Are you trying to imply that I'm talking really loudly?
No. Do you have a badge for deciphering implications?
Oh, I have an insight right here. And she points to a badge with just an eye on it.
Very good. See, I'm just testing you to make sure you earned all these badges fairly.
Do you want to meet the other Pixie Scouts?
Deservingly. No, we can just go get the decorations.
This one is Brinley, and this one is Brayley, and this one is Savannah, and this one is McKinley, and this one is McCallie. It's different. And this one is Ashley, and this one is Ainsley.
Okay, well, Willow Blossom and McAshley and pick up. Let's go. Where's the art barn?
You haven't eaten lunch yet.
No. Do the counselors eat with the campers?
Yeah, the stew's really good.
Okay. Well, the stew smells great. Okay. Yeah. Let's eat then. I'll sit at the end of the table. Willow Blossom, sit next to me. I want to hear about these badges you've got so far.
Okay, and we will leave them to go. Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Okay. Jaska, with your 13, you scan the mess hall. Your eyes settle on who you assume is Callista. The moon elf is seated near the window with a slightly glazed look in her purple eyes. Crystals of various shapes and sizes hang from chains around her neck, her arms, her head, and even adorn the table around her. Callista looks up and her serene gaze meets yours, and a subtle smile spreads across her lips, and you notice the faintest shimmer of stardust in the air around her.
Do I see if she's got any food in front of her?
Yeah, Yeah, she would have, she's got some of the weird flat cheese bread and a lot of the veggies, the greenery and stuff like that.
So I'm gonna go and real quick go to the buffet table, make my own food, and add a little bit more of that flatbread onto my plate, and then walk over to her and, well, hello. Are you Callista Moonshadow?
Yeah, I am. Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you. My name's Jaska. I'll be your guidance counselor.
I have something for you. Scans you over. Here, and hands you an amethyst. Says that's for you. It'll be good luck, good energy. It has good energy.
Oh, thank you. I think I feel some of that good energy coming from this. Do you mind if I sit next to you?
Oh, yes, please.
Thank you so much. And Jessica will take a seat and start eating her meal and say, I noticed that you had some of that bread earlier, so if you're still feeling a little bit hungry, feel free to take some off of my plate.
Oh, thank you. Do you know much about the harmonies of the universe, like stars, how they guide us? Do you know much about that?
Not here in the Fae. I used to know about my original home plane, but I've only been in the Fae wilds for maybe 3-4 weeks now.
Are you
something
saying
like
the
that.
stars are different where you come from?
Yes.
That opens up a whole new possibility.
Well, sorry to blow your mind there. But yeah, I don't know too much about the stars in the Feywilds, but I'd be interested in hearing about them and the harmonies of the universe while we have lunch here.
All right. Well, you just have this excellent aura around you. You just have this positive energy, you know?
Oh, thank you.
I just noticed that about you, you know? You might not even need that gem. I don't know, but should help protect you and keep the bad energies away, you know?
Well, yes, that's always a good thing, or so I've heard. Keeping away that evil eye and all that kind of stuff.
She would also pick up on that Jaska has been involved in a lot of heavy magic recently. Like, that would be something that would click in her radar.
Everything seems kind of good energy about you, personality. There's a lot of have you been heavily influenced by interesting magic recently?
Oh, yes. I won't get into too much details about it, but I was recently shapeshifted into somebody else's form to do a thing. Now I'm back to being myself again, but I can't go back to being that form anymore.
Oh, I don't know how you feel about that, but that sounds kind of unpleasant to not be able to go back to that form.
Well, it wasn't really a useful form, and if I'm being honest, Callista, I think we're going to get along very well, and I don't know how to tell this to my friends, but I was feeling a little bit different that I had that other form, and they didn't. So being part of their pack, I decided to be a little bit more one with them, rather than being so different.
Well, maybe our meditations with the stars will help you go through with all that sort of stuff that you have to figure out, because I'm assuming it's probably a little bit difficult finding out who you are.
So, Deoncy, you're looking around, and Fizzlepop notices that you don't look sure. You know, your friends are walking off towards their campers, and you don't look sure. So Fizzlepop comes over and just puts his hands on your shoulders and just turns you to face one corner of the mess hall. And this corner of the mess hall is dominated by a large Glimmerwood tree growing through the floor of the building. Its branches reach up through the ceiling and towards the high windows, and beneath the tree, leaning against the glimmering bark, is an elf who has an intense aura of serenity around him. His deep green eyes seem to reflect the tranquility of a forest glade. His long caramel hair has a lot of small colorful flowers in it, and it cascades over one side of his face that you notice is a mosaic of deep brown, like loamy earth, and like soft pinkish white, like the inside of a shell. And it reminds you of dappled sunshine through forest leaves. And his leaf patterned robe kind of blends into the bark of the tree around him. And as you look at him, another elf approaches him, and you can't hear what they say, but they say something. And Elion hands him something, and then the other elf kind of looks both ways before walking back over to his table. And Fizzlepop goes to follow that camper, the one that just walked away from Elion.
Oh, smells like sandalwood. I should have known. Yeah, okay, wood elf. All right. So Zionzi walks right on over. and says, "You must be Elion."
Yeah, I am. Come on, take a seat. You have
yeah.
some awesome eyes. That's your name, Awesome Eyes.
Yes, well, you also have very beautiful eyes. It's only 2, but that's okay.
Chill.
So, what brought you to camp?
I don't know, I just felt the vibes, and the vibes here pretty good.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, I'm supposed to be friends with your I'm supposed to be friends with you, and whatever is that wonderful scent? Have you been using the insect soap?
Not really. I mean, I've applied a little bit of it, but not much.
It's very interesting.
The soap?
Just the smells in general.
Oh, yeah.
So, what's on the schedule for today?
I don't know, go mushroom picking, maybe some meditation out there.
Yeah? Have you ever done meditation by web?
That sounds totally chill, man.
This is gonna be great. Yeah.
Sounds cool. How do you do that?
Well, first we'll go away from the other parts of the camp where people won't hear, we won't hear other people. And then I'll do a little web up in the trees.
You hear from the other side of the cafeteria, Zionzi!
And I mentally think,
Twitch, this was a bad idea. Jaska's gonna hear all of my plans.
And then you just hear Billy saying, "The rules said do not harm any
He
campers."
said he wanted to chill.
Hey.
And what better to chill than hanging from a tree?
Hey, Zionzi.
Yeah.
You know what was a bad idea?
What?
I have a great idea. Let's follow those fireflies.
Oh man, this is all my fault.
I don't know. I kind of like it.
It's not going to be so bad.
I've
Maybe-
never had a job before. I mean, soldier, I guess. I didn't really get paid though.
So, Elion, hi. Sorry for the stare off there for a minute.
You were just vibing, you were just thinking.
Yeah, vibing,
I understand.
totally vibing. Yeah, so I was thinking back over the camp rules, and maybe web chilling isn't within the prerogatives that that Fizzletoes would care about. So we may have to ixnay on the.
All right, if you say so.
Yeah.
Elion doesn't care about breaking the rules though, for sure.
So who was your friend? The guy that just walked the other way.
Just acquaintance.
Oh, okay, very good. Well, have you had lunch yet?
What do I have in front of me?
Probably some of the veggies. You probably have a bunch of veggies. Maybe a cupcake, maybe not.
I mean, I made a little bit, yeah.
Okay, very good. That all looks very fibrous. I haven't had lunch myself yet, so just, first off, don't freak out, don't scream, it's perfectly okay.
and Zionzi pulls a couple of blood vials out of his pouch and sucks on those,
Radical man.
and then puts the other ones back.
I have a more liquid diet than some, but it's cool.
It's totally awesome, man. I respect it.
Zionzi is actually beginning to be just a little bit impressed because nothing is freaking this kid out. He is just totally chill, and so
Zionzi, it occurs to you that maybe if you were able to get past Jaska, this guy's really calm. Could you get some of that calmness?
So now we are back to the webbing in the woods.
I think so.
You just have to ask for consent. Because here's the thing, I think Elion would enjoy hanging out in the web, but you can't just leave him there.
Potato. What did he say was on his schedule?
Picking mushrooms and meditation.
Well, I guess maybe the first thing we should do if we're gonna if we're gonna follow the guidelines is we should go pick some mushrooms. You know where those are at? Have you found
Oh, yeah,
those?
for sure.
Cool. Well, do you need to go put your tray away, in the prestidigitation chamber or anything like that?
Yeah, we can start getting over there.
Yeah. Well, whenever you're ready, we'll head that way.
All right, Brad.
Okay, Blackjack.
All right, I have rolled a 22 on my perception.
Oh yeah, there's no mistaking Brock.
I figured, yeah.
He's a big guy, but his personality makes him feel like he fills up the room. His plate is piled high with what appears to be an entire chicken, a half dozen eggs, and a large bag of almonds. And as you watch, he successfully wins an arm wrestling contest with a large purple hand that appears to have been conjured by a nearby wizard who is sweating in concentration.
I am going to, first off, go make myself a salad,
Rabbit food.
walk over to my tray and say, hello, my name's Blackjack, and you are?
Brock. How are you?
Good, Brock. Strong arm, right?
Yep.
Excellent, strong arm. Well, I'm supposed to be your
camp counselor.
Oh, great. And you see him reach in his pocket. He pulls out what looks like a 30-pound weight. He says, I want to maybe do some training before I actually hit the gym. Do you want to help me out? We could take turns on it, some reps. Here, let me hit mine real quick. And you see him lift it up and do it easily. All right, there's my reps. All right.
Well, sure. Yes, of course. Lifting this 30-pound weight should be no problem whatsoever.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, you want me to do it?
Yeah. Just easy, just curl it.
Just curl it. I'm going to cast guidance on myself and try and pick this thing up.
Strength. Give me strength or
check?
athletic, yeah.
Athletics? Athletics is actually higher than my strength. Okay, first off, the guidance is a 2, and the actual roll is a 9, so that subtracts 2, so that's a 9.
So you go to pick up the weight, and nothing, it doesn't even budge, it doesn't even think about budging, and honestly, you kind of feel like you might have hurt your shoulder a little.
Oh, let me take that from you. You seem to be struggling a little bit. Just sets it back down. You see him start reaching in his pockets. He says, so you're not really, was that a lot for you?
I'm not really a physical type of, I'm a bunny.
Okay, all right, here we go. And sets down a 5-pound weight. Says, I believe you could do that. Wait, hold on. I might actually have an extra one.
Wait, 5 pounds? Give me a second. 5 pounds I can do.
Okay, I'm grabbing one more thing for you. And he starts looking around. Okay, this is a shaker. We're gonna put some protein in it. And right after you're done with your sets, you're gonna take some of this.
All right, I'm going to cast Mage Hand and lift it up.
Okay, that's cheating.
Why?
You're not working out anything. Just lift a 5-pound with your arm.
Okay, I lift the 5 pound with my arm.
Strength or athletics.
18.
Okay, you lift it.
Yeah.
You lift that 5-pound weight like it's nothing.
It's not the weight that matters. What we're trying to do is get you stronger, right? You want to be stronger.
Of course.
Of course. See, I don't need to be any stronger. No, I don't. See, I do things like this. Prestidigitation, make a beautiful color.
That's a cool parlor trick.
Right. And
Is that strong? I don't see any muscles on that color.
No, it's not. Oh, you want something strong? Hold on. Cast Prestidigitation, a really strong order in front of his face.
Oh, the locker room smell. I love it. We can get some of that naturally.
Exactly. So, that's what I can do. And I can help train you to be a better, what do you want to be? A warrior? A fighter?
I think maybe a personal trainer?
Right. So you need to be able to train others.
Yeah, that's why I want to train you.
No, you don't need to train me.
You're great practice. How about this? You'll train me, and I'll train you.
So we'll work back and forth.
Yeah.
All right. But here's the thing. I'm not as strong as you. So you have to start me out very low.
That's why I got you the shaker, protein. We're going to start with a 5-pound, maybe go up eventually.
I don't have to eat like you, do I? That's a lot of food.
If you want to be as strong as me, yeah, you're going to have to eat like me.
Well, okay.
We'll do some tiny little things. Maybe here, you see him tear apart some of the pieces of chicken it puts in your salad. Says, there you go.
Excellent.
Greetings and salutations, my friends. I'm Michael Cross. So great to have a moment to talk with you during this mid-show break. First off, I want to invite you all to join us as Patreon members. The money we raise helps us pay for things like the music and sound effects you hear on the show, as well as money to go to events and make new fans. When you become a Patreon member, you get our episodes 4 days early, bonus content, access to our Discord server, and full versions of our roundtable discussions. You'll be joining other fans like Scott Wise, Don Mills, Heath Mormon, and the Lady Kate. So join us right now at patreon.com/RedDirtDnD. Another way to support us is by getting your very own Red Dirt merchandise. You can find things like hats, hoodies, mugs, and t-shirts. Just click on the merch tab at reddirtdnd.com or reddirtrpg.com. Since 2020, the Red Dirt D&D podcast has been close to another Oklahoma actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast, D20 to Curtain. And me personally, I've had a chance to work on stage with some of the actors on the show. So when you get done with this episode, you should check them out.
Hello, fellow D&Ders. My name is Jerome.
I'm Jennifer. I'm Jody.
And together with our friends Kara, Timothy, and Jared, we are the cast of the D20 to Curtain podcast, where Oklahoma theater geeks and their friends hit record and explore our new addiction to Dungeons & Dragons.
We think D&D is more than just a game. It helps us tap into the enduring power of storytelling.
We combine live gameplay with behind-the-curtain episodes to share our experiences, insights, habits, discoveries, and passion for D&D with anyone who will listen.
We hope D20 to Curtain will make you laugh, cry, maybe even make your experience at your table even more satisfying. Check us out anywhere you listen to podcasts or visit us at d20tocurtain.com or at D20 to Curtain on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
We look forward to having you. All we ask is that you have fun, be kind, and play the role.
If you're looking for more content, make sure to check out our YouTube page with Mysteries of Beatrix live every Wednesday. Keys from the Golden Vault from the Red Dirt Outlaws dropping every Tuesday at noon, and Plausible Deniability every other Thursday at 7 p.m. So come check it out at youtube.com/@RedDirtRPG or search for Red Dirt RPG on YouTube. And we would love to hear from you. Find us on social media at Red Dirt RPG. You can also get in touch with us through our website at reddirtrpg.com. In the meantime, make sure and subscribe to this podcast and leave a comment on your favorite podcatcher so others can find us. All right, I think that's everything I need to tell you. Right now, let's head back to Red Dirt D&D.
So everybody is in the mess hall, and most everybody has found their campers. And as you guys had originally made that cursory glance across the room, you did see someone sitting alone at a corner table. She has dark eyes and a kaleidoscope of butterflies slowly fluttering around her head. The butterflies seem to lift her long jet black hair and kiss her cheeks. Her brown arms are covered in what appear to be handmade jewelry, and her brightly colored clothes are covered in small sparkling charms. And Blackjack, you would notice that every once in a while, Brock's eyes kind of drift over in that direction while you're talking to him. He's not super paying attention.
Brock, will you do me a favor? I've got to go talk to that young lady over there. Will you come join me for that?
Sure.
Yeah. All right, come on over with me. You know the campers. Is that Dahlia?
Yeah.
Good. Well, tell me about Dahlia. What do you know about her?
I know her magic's kind of wild.
Excellent. Insight check?
Sure. If you want to do deception, Hayden, that's Brock, you would not have great deception.
14.
I mean, yeah, he likes her. Your previous counselor.
You can assume he probably knows more details.
Yeah.
All right, he's saying.
Come on over with us.
Yeah.
So I'm going to walk over. Oh, Dahlia, correct?
Oh, yes.
Oh, fantastic. My name's Blackjack. This is my friend Brock Strongarm.
Oh, hello, Brock.
Do you know Brock?
Of course.
Huh.
We've gone to camp together for years.
Excellent. So you've known each other for a very long time.
I mean, I wouldn't call us friends, but we've gone to the same camp together for years.
He'll just gently nod his head.
He's very strong.
The first time I met him just a moment ago, he was trying to make me lift up a 30-pound weight.
30 pounds? That's nothing.
My thoughts exactly. So, here's the thing. I'm going to be Brock's counselor.
Oh, that's wonderful. I heard that some of them have gone off to the Carnival of Luck out in Athena.
Very, very rude to lead you all here. I mean, they signed a contract.
Presumably.
Right. So, your counselor is a very dear friend of mine.
Oh, how wonderful.
Yes, her name is Beatrix.
That's a lovely name.
Right. So, she's not here right now. She is resting up because she wasn't feeling very well.
Oh, I hate to hear that.
So, I'm wondering, what is your activity this afternoon?
I was just going to do some art in my studio. I was thinking maybe some paintings or some friendship bracelets, but now that I know that Beatrix is not feeling well, maybe I should go check in on her.
Oh, I bet that would be very lovely. She's do you know what a Tabaxi is?
I mean, I've read stories, but I've never met one in real life.
Oh, they're humanoid cats.
Yes.
Right. And so that way I just wanted you to know, so that way you wouldn't...
Oh, so that I'm not surprised.
You're not surprised,
Oh,
right.
that's so sweet of you.
Exactly. So, I mean, we're all kind of furry inclined.
I did notice a handful of interesting,
my friends are...
non-elven for sure.
Oh, yes. But anyway, I would suggest, if you've got a moment, go check. We are in the Owlbear Lodge.
Oh, that would give me an excellent opportunity to say hello to Oliver.
Have you got a moment about that? See, I went to go talk to Oliver, because maybe I could. I got ribbed, if you will. by my friend Twitch for trying to talk to Oliver, saying of course I couldn't talk because he's just made of wood.
He is a wooden statue indeed.
Right, but then I saw him seem to wave.
Twitch?
Oh no, Oliver.
Oh, he does that.
Right.
It's so fun. He likes to make people think that he's just a statue, and then when you turn around and nobody else is looking, he gives a little wave or a little wink. It's very cheeky of him.
Right, so it is possible to talk to him.
Oh yes, he hears everything. He may not choose to respond.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Especially since, you're new here. Yeah. The first 20 years or so I was coming here, he didn't say a word to me.
Okay, well, maybe in 20 years I'll be able to talk to him.
Maybe.
All right, because I've got nothing but time here.
As you talk to her, she also kind of lifts her hand up like Disney princess style, and Butterfly just alights on one hand, and she looks at it and then sets it free again. And they just kind of twitter and swirl around her head.
That is fantastic.
Oh, you like the butterflies?
I do like the butterflies.
I also am. I really like them.
As you can tell, I like a lot of colors, and of course, I'm still wearing the t-shirt and shorts and my full colored jacket.
And as you look, she kind of holds both of her hands up, and the butterflies change colors to match your jacket specifically.
That is fantastic.
They're quite nice.
Brock, what do you think about that?
The butterflies are quite great. I love them.
They're not very strong, I'm sorry to say.
Oh, that doesn't matter.
I like them anyway.
I do too, and I think Brock likes them too. He's just not a man of many words.
This is true, I've, gathered that.
But that's okay. Listen, at some point, maybe you and Beatrix and I and Brock can get together and...
Brock goes red. That'd be great.
Exactly. So listen, Brock and I are gonna go work out.
Of course. This is what Brock does immediately following lunch. He goes to do his post-lunch, pre-afternoon workout.
With as much protein as he's had, he should.
Right.
Yeah, he's got to go burn that off.
And let's see, today it's leg day. You are in for a treat.
You know that today is his leg day.
Yes.
How do you know that?
Because it is today.
We're going to talk later.
What? Okay, well...
Let's go walk on your legs.
Yeah. She'll start moving away a bit faster than Blackjack.
Dahlia, it was a pleasure to meet you. Go check out the Albert Lodge, and you should be able to find Beatrix there.
Of course, I'll put in a good word.
By the way, she loves art.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'll put in a good word for you with Oliver.
Thank you so much. And then I hop after Strong Arm.
Adorable. So Billy, there's a table with a tall stack of books and a cane that leans against the end of the table. The boy sitting behind the books puts down a chocolate cupcake in order to free his hand to push his glasses farther up his nose. And he turns the page in the large book he's reading by kind of waving his hand over it. And he carefully wipes his fingers on a napkin. And as he does, Billy notices a spark of electricity go through his messy auburn hair and his eyes flash orange. Billy kind of walks over and says, "Hello, I am Billy Possum. I believe you are a young lad named Eugen."
Yes, that is me. Hi, how do you do?
I am quite well. Are you okay?
Oh, yes, I'm perfectly fine. I was just catching up on this book, and we see him close it and says, "Oh, please take a seat. Did you grab food?"
I was thinking about having a chocolate cupcake. What do you think about the cupcakes?
I have one right here. You want this one?
Sure.
All right, here you go.
So Billy bites into the cupcake, and so he's going to
Gotta roll which color it is.
A D8. No, 3. So if any of you look over at Billy, he flinches a little bit, and you might see an arc of electricity kind of go through between his ears as he takes a little bit of lightning damage, actually. Whoops. Just 1 point. And his eyes turn yellow. Oh, that is quite a shocking cupcake.
Yes, it is quite shocking, I would say.
That's a good joke.
It is a really good joke.
My friend Zianzi likes to play jokes. One time, he webbed me to my bed.
Oh, that doesn't sound pleasant at all.
It was not, but the good news was my friend Jaska was also there, and she tries to keep Zianzi in line. It's a full-time job. And she let me free. Then she told Zianzi to be nicer to me.
Ah.
But he found it very funny, and so did Blackjack, and I think also Mr. Twitch, but he's harder to read.
So do you enjoy reading?
Oh, Billy cannot read.
Is he like just a look of surprise in his eyes and says, you can't read?
So if you look over there, and he points to Jaska sitting with Lisa, see how she's like a coyote, but also kind of like a person? Mm-hmm. Okay, see, Billy is just a possum. So like for the first 6 months of my life, I was just a wild possum, living in the wilds, eating berries and bugs. And then I accidentally got abandoned by my mom. And then I got picked up by a shaman lady, and she awakened me. And she tried to train me to be her assistant. But when she figured out that I, 1, cannot read, and 2, am colorblind, I was a very bad assistant. So I was fired, and by fired, I mean left in the streets to fend for myself.
Did she try to teach you how to read?
No.
Huh.
I'm also only 3, but I'm an excellent soldier and warrior. Arr.
So you're only 3.
Mm-hmm.
And that's plenty of life to, learn reading. I started from a very young age myself.
I'm like middle-aged for a possum almost. I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure, I don't have other possums to ask. But I'm like a full adult possum.
Well, it's never too late to learn. Let me see here. Would you like to try reading? I could try helping you.
I have a feeling that Mr. Twitch sometimes lies to me when I tell him to read me stuff, so maybe I should learn how to read.
It would be very pleasant. I sure hope your friend doesn't lie to you when he reads, but maybe he leaves out details?
I think that's it.
But we have plenty of time here. We can learn how to read. I mean, he's going to the library later, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to the library later. Maybe we could read some books together, learn some words. We'll start off small, maybe some smaller books.
Can you help me learn how to read this? And he shuffles around in his bag and produces the pixie puff recipe.
I can certainly help you learn. Oh, some of this grammar is a bit strong for someone who doesn't know how to read much, but we will figure it out.
I just want to make pixie puffs, Eugene.
So you know what baking is?
Yeah, I helped make a pie once.
All right, that's a good start. So you're gonna bake this. We'll figure it out.
I'm so excited. I know you had a cupcake, but I was thinking about having some actual lunch. So I'm gonna go get that, but can you help me? Because I don't know if you noticed, but I'm kind of small. And this camp is made for people that are your size. Oh. So I can't really reach the table.
Of course, and he'll reach for his cane and get up.
Excellent. This is amazing. I will hold the plate up above my head like this, and you can just put stuff on it. This sounds great.
Perfect.
Okay, so after you guys have hung out with your people for a while, did anybody else have anything they wanted to say or do before lunch is over? So, a gong interrupts you, signaling the end of lunch, and as its sound resonates through the mess hall, the lively chatter and clinking of utensils begin to subside, and Fizzlepop stands on a small platform near the entrance, claps his hands to get everyone's attentions, and says, "All right, campers and counselors, head out to your afternoon activities." And he steps down off his platform, and the campers start to disperse out of the mess hall towards their activities. Ziansi, he will approach you specifically, and Elion, and he walks past you towards and makes contact with Elion, and he says, "Elion, we've had discussions about the things that you're not supposed to be doing here at camp, so make sure that we're all having a great and wholesome time, okay, bud?"
Rad.
Excellent! And walks off. If anyone wants to grab Fizzlepop, this would be your chance.
Are you sure you put me with the right one?
Oh, I didn't make the camper selections. That was done for you.
Oh, who chose them?
Oh, I don't know how it works.
It just happens.
It just happens.
All right.
That's the Camp Glimmerwood magic.
Zianti says mentally to Blackjack,
As if by luck.
As if it was a roll of the dice. Hey, Billy, what's up with your kid?
Eugene? He's
Yeah.
gonna teach me how to read, Mr. Twitch.
Okay.
You won't have to read to me anymore. Isn't that great?
Oh, yeah, I guess that's good.
I need you to do a very secret mission for me.
Oh,
I need you to figure out what Pixie Pops are.
okay.
Excellent.
I can find out what Pixie Pops are.
Everybody kind of heads off in their directions. Kinsley kind of loops her arm through your arm, Twitch. Her curly, dark hair is bouncing with each step under her purple beret, and she leads the way towards the art barn, explaining all the work that needs to be done for the Parents' Day decorations. The Pixie Scouts follow closely behind, chattering with each other as you all walk. The art barn is large red barn that seems to have been converted into a headquarters of sorts for the Pixie Scouts. A sign hangs on the door that says Pixie Scouts only, important work inside. Kinsley flings the door open and her bright grin just disappears and sinks. Upon entering the barn, the atmosphere changes. A tempest seems to have wreaked havoc in the space. Painted banners hang droopy, and soggy papier-mâché creations slump sadly on the tables. The Pixie Scouts look absolutely defeated. Their spirits dampened along with the decoration, and you can feel the weight of disappointment in the air. Kinsley takes a deep breath, her eyes sparkling with tears? Determination? You're not sure. She steps forward, addressing the crestfallen pixies, and she says, "Pixie Scouts, gather round. I know it seems like our art barn has weathered a storm, but remember, we are the bringers of magic. We can turn this into the most enchanting display Glimmerwood has ever seen. Magic isn't just about making things pretty, it's about turning challenges into triumphs." She paces in front of the disheartened Pixie Scouts as she kind of gives the speech, and she says, "Look around. Our creations may be drenched, but creativity is a wildfire that can't be extinguished by a little rain. Remember why we're doing this. For the joy, for the magic, for the pure delight of making something special, for the badges. Now, who's with me?" Kinsley looks to you, Mr. Twitch. Give me an insight check.
19.
She definitely wants your support here. She wants you to back her up and help cheer up these pixies.
How do the others look?
They still look pretty sad. They look like Kinsley has started to cheer them up a little bit, and she needs you to like bring it home.
Hey, yeah, that's right. I mean, we've got time, and we've got each other. So if you work together as a team and work really hard, I know you can do this. It'll be a great Parents' Day. Just to make it, and he glances over and his eyes kind of start looking over some of her badges. Just to make it interesting, we'll say the one that does the best job gets a free box of Pixie Pops. Yeah?
Oh, are you gonna pay for the Pixie Pops? Because they aren't free.
Of course I will. Then they're free to you. I mean, I'm a counselor. I probably have access to a box or two of them.
You're not a Pixie Scout counselor. You're a Glimmerwood camp counselor.
Oh, right. Geez, there's a whole different world.
It's just a coincidence
Then
that we
you know
all
what?
come here.
I won't. Not only will I buy a box of them, I'll buy 2 boxes of them because one of my friends that I travel with, I think would love a box of Pixie Pops.
Oh, that's
so
excellent.
Put me down for 2. 1 for my friend and 1 for the winner. All right, grab that banner, get that robe.
The Pixie Scouts exchange unsure glances between each other, and someone coughs nervously. Kinsley takes a deep breath and puts her arms around 2 Pixie Scouts, leading them in the direction of some dissolved streamers. Kinsley looks over her shoulder at you and kind of shifts her eyes over to a couple of Pixie Scouts, cleaning up this large sodden banner as if to communicate, hey, go talk to those Pixie Scouts.
Red Dirt D&D Tales from the Wilds is Kiri Hester as Billy and our Dungeon Master, Connor Shenold as Jaska, Johnny Payne as Twitch, Kim Cross as Beatrix, Brooke Bullock as Ziansi, and I'm Michael Cross as Blackjack. The showrunner for Campaign 2 is Aidan Cross. Our theme music was created by the cinemagician PJ Castillo. Our incidental music comes from Jeffrey McBride. Our sound effects and additional music, courtesy of Monument Studios, Sirenscape, Describe.com, and TabletopAudio.com. Dice for the Red Dirt D&D cast provided by SD Way Gaming. You can find us at reddirtdnd.com. If you are enjoying Red Dirt D&D, make sure to subscribe, rate us, and leave a comment. Also, tell your friends about Red Dirt D&D. You can also support the show at patreon.com/reddirtdnd at whatever giving level works best for you. Join us next time as we travel farther into the wilds.
Because they're all at lunch right now.
Oh, they're all here.
Oh, I just thought with the emptiness of the mess hall, it was just emotional emptiness. So.
It's camp. That's how I remember camp. 13.
Fill that emptiness with glitter, Ziansi. How many counselors?
You don't see any in the room right now. Just you 6.
They want us to be the
you
adults
5.
in the room?
I'm uncomfortable.
Okay.
Sios did not pick well. Sios chose poorly.
I don't know if he wants you to say that. Billy looks scared up at the ceiling. Pixie Scouts always are prepared.
Yep. He was coming into this trying to be cool, and now he's just kind of starting to panic a little bit. Okay.
It's awesome.
Okay.
Oh, it smells like sandalwood. I should have known. Yeah, okay, wood elf. All right.
He's also had there's some undernotes of patchouli for sure.
Oh.
Goodness gracious me.
Meditating.
Yeah.
So
If he has any brownies, I want some of those.
Aiden and I had a lot of fun making these characters. This guy's really calm. Could you get some of that calmness if you yeah?
I mean, for $25, you could get a lot of calm.
Yeah, but how much for a dime bag?
And as you watch, he successfully wins an arm wrestling contest with a large purple hand that appears to have been conjured by a nearby wizard who is sweating in concentration.
This Gaston.
No.
The thought may have occurred to me.
Camps like Gaston.
Fun fact, the collective noun for butterflies is kaleidoscope.
How cute.
Yeah.
Really?
I love that.
I looked it up.
Kaleidoscope of butterflies?
A kaleidoscope of butterflies.
Was it
cute.
Rondura Green that did the zombie butterflies?
No,
they
that
weren't.
was,
They weren't
zombie.
zombies.
Zombies.
And it was Daisy.
It was Daisy.
It was
Daisy.
Daisy. Okay.
To get gains, I hear.
Right. He does reps.
Yes.
Right.
And sets.
And set.
And sets of reps.
She definitely wants your support here. She wants you to back her up and help cheer up these pixies.
I love that this is the arc as Twitch is changing. It's absolutely fantastic.
Do you want to meet the other pixie scouts?
Deservingly. No, we can just go get the decorations.
This one is Brinley, and this one is Brayley, and this one is Savannah, and this one is McKinley, and this one is McCallie. It's different. And this one is Ashley, and this one is Ainsley.
I bet all your dads are really great friends and all your moms hate each other. Nice to meet you all.
You're killing this, Johnny. That's awesome.
We're back to the whimsical part of the show. Oh, we've lost Michael.
I had to take my microphone off and put it under the table.
I should have taken my mic off.
See, dear listener,
lost Michael.
they laugh so hard and they're trying to not laugh loudly into their microphones, and so they just kind of hold their breaths, and then they all turn a little purple.
And someone is snorting.
You two together.
That wasn't me. That's why I was trying to hold it in.